my name is Roxanne. I'm also known as the Tiny Taster, and today's recipe is another fabulous Parsi recipe. It is our Sukka Boomla Nu Patio. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's basically dried Bombay ducks patio style. You're gonna love it. So living in Mumbai, being in this part of the world, we get a wonderful fish, and it's called the Bombay duck. Actually, it was Bombay duck. There's a bit of a story behind it, but I'm not going to get into all that. You can find that information and other details about the recipe in my blog post. I'll link it below as usual. But it is a very interesting recipe because it's a little bit different from the prawn patio that I've done before in the past, and a lot of you guys have really liked that one. I'll link that as well. This one is more like a pickle. It's not like gravy-ish, like mine was a little bit dry. You can store this, you can keep it for a long time, and you can eat it with dal and rice and roti. It can be like a little condiment for like a Frankie even. There's just so much you can do with it. It's really quite cool. I honestly really love Bombay duck, or it's also called Bombay. You've seen that on different menus. We call it Boomla, it Parsi style Boomla. We do it fried Boomla, but this one is actually the dried Bombay duck. So again, a little bit different from what you're expecting. It's a wonderful recipe. I hope you like it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. There are a lot of recipes, and you guys keep asking me for Parsi recipes. I'm trying to accommodate and do more. This one is an interesting Parsi recipe. You don't find it anywhere, and you will not find this in restaurants. So believe me, you're gonna have to make it at home. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy this. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. And without further ado, let's get cooking.
So the main ingredient for this recipe is of course the Bombay duck, which is the dried fish. It's also called Boomla or Bombil. You can use prawn in this recipe also, because this style of patio is called a Tarapori style of patio. So it's just a way of making it. You can change your main ingredient. But I think this version with the dried Bombay ducks is quite unique and makes for an excellent pickle. So I've just cut the dried fish or the Sukka Boomla into little pieces, which is more manageable. You're going to need some chopped garlic, some cumin seeds, turmeric powder, a host of dried red chili, which I've cut up into smaller pieces. Also, the more the merrier. You need a full cup of vinegar. You'll also need a full cup of oil and some salt and jaggery. To my mixer grinder, I add in the chilies, the garlic, cumin seeds, the turmeric powder, and then I just grind this down into a thick paste. As I grind it slowly, I add in the vinegar a little bit at a time. We don't add any water to this mixture at all. So you'll have to keep grinding it, stopping and checking. If it needs more liquid, you just keep adding vinegar at each stage till you finally get a nice thick masala paste. So you keep grinding it. You might need to do this 2 or 3 times. Just scrape it back down, add a little bit more vinegar if you think it needs it, till you get a nice thick fiery chili paste. Now to a nice thick bottomed pan, I add in a full cup of oil. This is just a neutral vegetable oil, and to that I add in all this fine fiery spicy chili paste. Now I know this looks like it's a ton of oil and that spicy paste is just swimming in it, but it needs it. The paste is raw at this stage. It needs the oil to cook. And also, this is not really a gravy dish. This is more of a pickle. We're trying to make a pickle, and it needs the oil and vinegar to preserve it nicely. So this needs a bit of a patience. You're gonna have to cook this paste down for at least 15 to 20 minutes. You can see the paste starting to cook and thicken up. At the halfway mark, say about 10 minutes in, you want to add in the rest of your vinegar. Remember, we didn't add the entire cup of vinegar into our paste. So we added just half. You've got about half left. So you add it in at this stage and you continue to let it cooking so it seeps in all that flavor. The oil and vinegar is going to preserve this for you because eventually we're making a pickle. At this stage, this paste has been cooking for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. We add in our salt to season, as well as a nice little knob of jaggery. You want it to get a little bit of a sweet taste along with that tart sour taste from all the vinegar, and just let this cook down for another 5 minutes. Now, once you're confident that the masala has cooked well for about 20 minutes or so, maybe even longer, you can add in your protein. In this case, it is the dried Bombay duck or the dried Boomla, Sukka Boomla. You just add it in gently. This is why I've cut it up into pieces, because it's just more manageable. And gently, ever so gently, just toss it about, coat it through, try and get all that masala mixture, mixed nicely into the fish. I realized as I was cooking this that I might have had too much fish and not enough masala, but that's okay. It just coats nicely. You want to cook this for another 15 minutes because you want the fish to soften as well, and you want all of it to mix well and have those flavors combined to give you this beautiful tangy spicy dish. With that, we're all done. You could bottle this and refrigerate it. You could just use it whenever you want. You could leave it out. Ideally refrigerate it and just eat it with dal and rice whenever you're hungry.
So that was my Sukka Boomla Nu Patio recipe. It's also a Tarapori style recipe. I've put all the information in the blog post. I hope you enjoy it. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big fat like, especially if you've watched all the way till the end. If you'd like to, you can follow me on Instagram as well. I'm always sharing recipes there. So I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you very, very soon.